Right, okay, welcome back to another on the channel. Today I've got another transfer update, and this is a big one. I mean, in the space of about 3 days, we've had 2 signings confirmed, 4 exits confirmed. We have a major deal about to just come through for another signing, and another player go out the door as well. So it's been a massive 3 days. I mean, I don't know how they've got this all done in 3 days, honestly. A lot has happened. So yeah, we're going to go for it. So lots of stories to go through. Let's get into it. So we'll start off with Amari KELLERMAN. He has been confirmed as a signing from Aston Villa for £19 million on a 6-year contract. So I spoke about this the other day. It's a really interesting. I mean, we know why it's happened. The main reason for this is probably because Matson is going to Aston Villa, and it's sort of, we scratch your back, you scratch ours sort of thing. So that's probably the main reason behind why we're signing KELLERMAN. So 19-year-old attacking midfielder. I mean, look, for me, it's just like, I haven't seen much of him, so it's hard to judge, but 19 minutes, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a completely unproven player, really. But, if he is as good as some people are saying, and, he's left-footed, he can give us that firepower, a bit more firepower down the left. Could be a really good rotation option. Also, we have got we've got loads of players in that position. Palmer can play there. I think a player that I'm going to get onto very soon can play there. Chukwuemeka, I'm a massive fan of. I think he's brilliant. He can play there. That's just I've only named 3 there, but if you look for our squads, we've got plenty. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It wouldn't really be a position with the targeted at all, to be honest. But hey, as I said, we're in certain circumstances. We sort of know why this happened. He's a young, talented player. We just got to welcome him. So let's see what we can do. I'm looking forward to seeing him pre-season. I'm really not. This pre-season is going to be very interesting. So a lot of new players, a lot of young players going through. I'm really looking forward to see how some of these players do in pre-season. So it is going to be very exciting, I think. But yeah, Amari KELLERMAN, being confirmed. Welcome to the club, Omari. Yeah, so I can't wait to see how he does. It's going to be interesting to watch. And it's a 19 million, you think these days it's not a big price tag, but it is for an 18-year-old. It's a massive price tag. So when you see how those expectations lift on him, how can you deal with them? Another signing is Marc from Barcelona. So I did do a complete separate whole video on this. What I'd say, I was going to give that a watch, because I've covered the deal, who he is. I've basically covered everything, and everything about say now is basically a mini repeat of that. But yeah, from Barcelona, striker, £5.07 million approximately. It was his release clause, €6 million. It's going to be a 5-year contract, or a 5-year deal, plus 1-year extension. As I said, I'm just going to repeat what I said the other day, but I'm excited about this. I think he looks like a really good player. Obviously, a very young player, but very well rounded. I think physically he looks good. Technically, he looks good. He looks very well developed for his age. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to see how he does. It's another one in pre-season where I really want to see how he does. It's cheap. It seems like a good price, especially for the potential he has and the player he could be. You look at. I think the PR around the signing has been really good. I've watched and listened to a few of his interviews, the translations into English. I think they've done the PR really good. I think he comes across really well in it. It was him and his granddad. I think they've done that all very well. I'm really looking forward to see how he does. Yeah, he's a player I'm really excited about. So, yeah, well, once again, welcome, Marc. As I said, go watch the other video. Just go watch that. That's my whole opinion, and that's pretty much all you need to know. But yeah, once again, welcome, Marc. Let's hope he could do well for us. I'm really. This is a player. I'll tell you what. Now, he's a player I'm generally really looking forward to seeing. I generally really think he has the potential to be a really, really good player from what I've seen of him. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So we look at some of the confirmed exits then. Matson, he's gone to Aston Villa for £37.5 million. I mean, look, so this is it's a shame, but I'm not surprised. And it's what you've came to expect at this point. But it doesn't mean it's not a shame. It's disappointing because, look, I said it throughout the whole of last season. He needed to be playing more. He didn't really get paid at all, and when he did, he was out of position. Sent him out on loan. He did a brilliant job at Dortmund out on loan. I don't know, look, it's a weird one. I think decent price. It's pure profit, I guess. But I'm a bit disappointed that he never really got a shot. If he I think that's probably the worst thing about it, he didn't get a shot. we didn't even really give him a proper chance, and it's disappointing because let's not forget, he has such a good pre-season where Poch seemed to, love him in pre-season. He was playing him all over the gaff. He was impressing all over the gaff, and then it got to the season, and that all just dropped away. I don't know what that just did. He didn't play at all, pretty much. I mean, he had 15 appearances for us. I think that's the number I saw earlier. It's just so weird. He goes to Dortmund, he impresses, and he comes back, he straight away sold for pure profit. So yeah, it's a weird one, but it's mixed. Obviously, it's mixed emotions on match. I'm annoyed he's gone, but I'm just not surprised. And we got a decent fee for him. But as a player, I guess I wish him all the best. It's just a strange one, really, isn't it? It's a strange one. But I mean, if we look at it from an FFP point of view, £37.5 million. Lots of money. That's going to really take a massive dent off that. Obviously, we don't really know where we are with FFP these days because we've got, half the league are just doing what we're doing. It's absolute madness. I mean, everyone's just selling and buying players like there's no tomorrow to try to get down these FFP rules. Forest, us, Newcastle, Brighton have done a bit of it as well. I mean, Villa, big one. I mean, everyone's just all over the place right now. So who knows what's going to happen with FFP? I mean, you'd hope with all these clubs are doing, they're all going to escape it, but I bet there'll be one who messes up still. Better not be us. I think, so last of what we heard is we didn't need to sell 100 million by June the 1st, what is today, so that's good. And we haven't sold 100 million by June the 1st, so yeah. Hopefully that's all still true, that's correct. I believe it would be. I mean, the club wouldn't mess up like that. But we still don't know if we have to sell 100 million by this time next season or what, we don't know. Got absolutely no idea. But we're still a decent amount as we're going to get into. Next up, Hakim Ziyech. He has had his transfer to Galatasaray confirmed. It is a free, but there are potential add-ons. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. I mean, he's one who had to go. The deal was already done, obviously. It's an obligation to buy after a loan, so yeah, I couldn't care less. Fair play to Ziyech when we signed him, very excited. He's shown with us he can be a decent player, but at the end of the day, he may as well not have a right foot because he never used it. I mean, from the outside looking in, maybe he's just it's just body language, but it looked like a stinking attitude all the time. Looked like he never really cared. I mean, this is one, it had to happen. We had to get rid of him. I don't massively care. It's happened. Alright, we'll move on. It wasn't, it's a move that's not benefited any of the parties involved. Bit of a shame. But that's football sometimes, I guess. Just disappointing, in it? But yeah, life. Move on, I guess. Next up, this is a big one. Amari Hutchinson has gone to Ipswich for £22 million. Yes, big one. So obviously at the start of the summer we sort of had the idea that we weren't going to loan Hutchinson out. It's going to rather be a permanent deal or we're going to stay. And it came pretty quick that it was going to be a permanent deal with the interest around him. Turns out it's Ipswich who got him in the end for a club record deal of £22 million. I mean, I'm not surprised he's gone to Ipswich. I'm saying it's not I wish him all the best. Bit of a shame because, Hutchinson, we look at him last season in the Championship, look at the hype around him when he was in the academy or whatever, and the Arsenal academy. We know he has the potential to be a very, very, very good player. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It's like the Matson one, I'm just numb to it. It's a hard one because he's a great player, but you just knew it was going to happen. Yeah, it's a sticky one, but yeah, I say wish him all the best. Because I think he's a really good player, and it's a shame to see. But I guess life again. I don't know. There's no buyback clause in it. I think quite a lot of people were by surprise. I think a lot of people thought we would, and we haven't really seen any buyback clauses on any of the youth players we've been selling. What you would think a few of the players we definitely would. Players like Hutchinson, especially. I mean, he's such a young player with such massive ability and potential. Just not put a buyback clause on him, it's a weird one. We have put a 25% selling clause in him though, so that's good, I guess. But yeah, once again, Hutchinson, I wish him all the best. It's a shame to see him go, but once again, I'm not surprised. That's just how we're rolling right now. Disappointing, but it is what it is. Fair play for Ipswich again. I think apparently Kieran McKenna staying at Ipswich was a massive part in that. Also, there was interest from, I think it was Stuttgart and another German club who were interested in him. as well as some Dutch teams as well, I think. But no, yeah, he's stayed in the Premier League. We'll get to have a closer look at him next season. Not that it really matter or anything. Probably just be painful. He'll probably score against us. I expect Matson, Hutchinson, they'll probably both score against us next season or in the coming seasons. Wouldn't be surprised. Lewis Hall to Newcastle has been confirmed. Obviously, it was a weird one. It was a loan with an obligation to buy, but it's only been an obligation if Newcastle finished 15th or above, which obviously they did, meaning it became an obligation. And Lewis Hall has officially signed for Newcastle for a fee of £28 million. So originally, I remember reporting this last year, and there was add-ons on it. I think there was add-ons that brought it to 30 or 35 million region, I'm pretty sure. I distinctly remember saying that and writing it down. But this just came up as the original fee is £28 million. So I don't know if those add-ons are off the table because of how his loan went last season. Let's be honest. His loan spell, I don't know what happened, but he just didn't play. I mean, the way Newcastle dealt with him last season, from the outside looking at it, he absolutely stank. I mean, he is such a good player, and they just completely they disrespected him. I mean, he spent all his time on the bench. They had these injuries they complained about, but he just didn't get any game time. But so that's how I'm looking in. Maybe there's other reasons I don't see. But yeah, I mean, Hall, I think he's I think he's a really, really good player, Lewis Hall. Versatility, can play midfield and can play left back. I said last season, I think he's a really good young player, really good potential. Shame to see him go again, but once again, I'm onto it. You know, it's what we've came to expect. 20 million again, it's a good, you know, knock off the FFP thing, but you know, it's just you sell him on his own. It just doesn't feel. I just really don't like the way we've dealt with sort of our own academy players. I've hated it. I think I really hope we keep Chalobah and Gallagher. We've got to show our academy more respect. Our academy is respectively the best in England and one of the best in Europe, and we just treat the players like they're nothing. I mean, look how good of a season Loftus-Cheek has had. He's been brilliant. I think Loftus-Cheek is a brilliant footballer. I always have. Obviously, the ACL injury knocked him back ages, but he still showed signs. I think he never, you know, under every manager put him under a different role, and that harmed him. But he still, you know, found a way to shine in a lot of them. And he's gone to Milan. He's played brilliantly. That's just one example of how one of our academy players has been disrespected under this new regime. And you know, yes, we're getting those unproven, exciting talents, but at the cost of our own players, at the cost of, you know, the people who have came for our academy, and that hurts. It does hurt a bit, especially something who's, you know, I'm proud of our academy. I'm proud of what we've done, but yeah, Lewis Hall, great footballer, shame, life. I don't know. I'm saying something every single one of them, but it's generally just, what more am I meant to say? These are players I'm a fan of, and we're just getting rid of them because we've been put in a rubbish position by our own owners, going for some wank transfer strategy. It's just, yeah, it's not great, but hey, I guess wish the best to Lewis Hall. So a bit more upbeat, exciting news. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall is coming to us. So he had a medical booked in at Brighton. Brighton had a £25 million deal plus a player swap or player swap agreement with Leicester. We came in, we said we were interested, we've hijacked that deal now, that is off the cards. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall is coming to us officially. Not officially, we haven't got an announcement yet, but according to Fabrizio, it is a done deal. So it's a deal worth £30 million. The medical is done, the docs are signed, it's a 6-year contract until 2030. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall is pretty much a Chelsea player. Behind the scenes, he is a Chelsea player. We can say that now. So this is an interesting one, actually. I'm looking forward to see what the reaction to this one is, because once again, not a position I would have targeted personally. Obviously, he had a fantastic season under Enzo Maresca last season, but it turns out that apparently Maresca didn't actually push this. This has been done by the Chelsea board. This wasn't a Maresca push signing, so that's a really intriguing part of it. Is that, you know, we probably know why the board's gone for him, but yet it wasn't Maresca's decision. But I'm really looking for. It's a weird one because I say not sure what we've gone for. I do think we'll lose a midfielder now. I think we'll lose rather Gallagher or Cassidy. I think almost one of them two are guaranteed to go now. That's my gut feeling at least. But I mean, look, it's not too bad of a fee, £30 million. But for a player, I mean, say, look at the season he had under Maresca in the Championship last season. Very good season. And, £30 million, when you compare the price of him playing for some of the players, it's actually not too bad. He has got a bit of Premier League experience. So, yeah, I don't think this is too bad of a move. Yeah, so it's not what I'm annoyed about. I think he's a decent player by the looks of it. I haven't seen bucket loads of him, but he's a young, exciting player, I guess. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see how he does. As I said, I think for the club, I think it almost guarantees one player's going to leave in that midfield. But he knows Maresca's system. We know he performs well in Maresca's system. We know what he can do. We've seen last season he can be a very good player. So yeah, it's not too bad of a deal, I guess. It's not a transfer what blows me away, but it's not one I'm annoyed about. Realistically, I'm looking forward to it, I guess. So yeah, we're waiting for the official announcement, but I don't know when the official announcement is coming. We haven't heard anything about the announcement yet. But yeah, welcome to Dewsbury-Hall. So I'm looking forward to see how he does. I am really looking forward to see how he does. Because he does seem like an exciting player. Last but not least, Michael Golding. So Michael Golding paid, I don't think he played for us last season. 3 or 4, maybe a few more off the bench. But he's going for Leicester, permanent deal. It's a separate deal to the Kieran Dewsbury-Hall one. I think it's a bit like Matson and Kellyman going either way. It's not a coincidence both clubs have gone for it. It's sort of, as I said earlier, we'll scratch your back, you scratch ours, but it is a separate deal, I guess, probably for FFP reasons. But yeah, he's signed for Leicester, £5 million. There's no buyback clause in it, and I haven't seen anything about a sell-on clause. So yeah, I think this is just separate deal, £5 million. Michael Golding to Leicester. Wish him all the best. Another academy player. I mean, it's a weird one. We never really got to see much of him. But yeah, I guess just good luck to him. That's all I can say, really. So that's it for today then. A bit of a mad few days. It's a bit of a hectic few days as well coming up, or hectic few weeks for me. So I'll try to keep the videos coming. What's your opinion on Dewsbury-Hall coming in? What's your opinion on the confirmed signs of Kellyman and Guiu? And what's your opinion on the exits?